And what would Miss White think? You show up with
Ooh,
nothing
y'all.
but a corpse. No
Y'all.
answers, no proof.
Oh, yo, and welcome back. Welcome back to the final chapter 5, the final chapter to The Wolf Among Us. We're finally at the conclusion, right? And we're about to see what's about to happen. Just as I mentioned in the last chapter, some people are going to die, but who dies depends on the situation that we're in that moment, right? So we're going to play it by ear. I can't tell you for certain who I want to get up out of here, who I'm gonna save, who I'm gonna spare, right? It's all going to be based off of the moment. So I'm excited to jump in, see what it's about. It looks like we're going to be fighting Bloody Mary, so I'm excited for that. And then obviously we got our meeting that we're jumping into with the Crooked Man and these other members, higher ranking members of this black market organization that's going on in this town. So let's jump right into this. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, bell notification to be alerted, comment the type of content you would like to see. And as always, headphones in, volume up, and let's immerse.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey,
I didn't say
you're not
that.
really
Like
gonna
in
send me
mine,
to the
we didn't
farm,
say
are
that.
ya?
We didn't burn a tree, but we didn't
Snow
say
will
that.
come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss. You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
Tell your boy to put his gun up.
Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends.
Facts.
You're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said a bad word.
That was Crane who let you do whatever you wanted. I'm not Crane.
No, you're not. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
That's his name, Jersey. Jersey,
Well,
you gotta get up
Sheriff,
out of here.
For the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a lie. I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business? You're gonna tell me right now who killed him?
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't
Man, I'm
divulge
about
that
to rip your
information.
neck off.
You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No. I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
You want me to kill you? Like I did your brother?
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Oh, I think I do. I'd love a good reason to put a bullet between your eyes. After what you did!
That's enough!
Vex!
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance...
What
You
alliance?
have to know, it was Georgie.
Of course it was. Of course.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
He should get shot. That's the second time
I
he's
killed him,
stepped
so
out of
what?
hand. Out of turn.
You should have just kept your nose where it belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected,
Somebody
aren't
dying?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you ponce. What the is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a if I'm the one? Who the do you think you
Surrender.
Out of
I
here!
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well.
It could have. If you would give yourself up.
To speak the truth,
What
I've
are we
never
talking
been a
about?
very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Am I supposed to be scared? Oh!
Did I miss anything good?
Like you going up against the
Well,
protagonist
look
of
at
this
you
story,
all
Miss Ma'am.
fixed
You're
up.
out of here. Of course, jumping me. per usual. Georgie, you really gonna get on their side just that quick after they... Okay. Okay. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I almost missed that. I can't believe Georgie's sitting up here did that. Y'all got life messed up.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on.
You're done, Wolf. Sound like you don't know. I'm not worried about his knife.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Yup. Stab your own fella. Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. Yup. Yup.
This way.
No. Damn, I thought they was gonna give me the option to keep doing it repeatedly. I don't know who these people be thinking they dealing with.
Come on, Georgie. I know.
No, I need Georgie up out of here. Yep. Right behind you. Yup. Mm-hmm. Yup. Stop playing with me. What's this bar down here? Is that my health? There it is. Okay. All right, Bixby. They tried to play me. All right. Almost missed that. It's literally nobody there. Who's screaming? Bixby out here. Okay, parkour. Parkour, Bixby. Woo! Okay, I like the aim there. Yep.
What was that?
Who you think it is? Surprise! Oh, he done got away. Exactly.
Take him off.
I can't.
I'm a wolf with razor sharp claws. You stuck with me, Miss Mams. Okay, that was pretty smart.
Gun it.
Are you sure?
Do it.
He's not moving.
Keep going.
I hit a button, didn't I?
Come on.
I was about to say, did my game crash again? How the hell he managed to find the same outfit? That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Okay, same thing. Y'all had to know I knew where y'all was going. Like, you had to have known that.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Hello, Bigby.
Yep.
I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want.
But you're the one who still
you're
killed
too
him.
much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
I'll arrest you too if I have to.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith
Exactly,
and Lily,
like-
he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all
A few
have.
mistakes.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fault then?
I
You
didn't...
You're gonna throw me to the wolf too? You know
Buddy,
I didn't
you
have a
lucky I
goddamn
ain't throw
choice.
these claws into your throat right now. What are we talking about?
I did what I had to! You can't blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I killed him. And I'd do it again. Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he sold me out.
He needed that punch. Yep.
You still
A
haven't
little bit.
learned, have you? Still the same old moron. Go ahead,
Before I wouldn't
But
even
won't
listen
bring
to
back
you.
Lily or Faith.
We would have been
It
fighting
won't
from the
free your
start.
friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this Job's done, right?
Buddy, you
George is the
killed
bad guy.
two
It's all
people.
his fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the about anything.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I f***ed up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Wait, so you've been
Snitching
helping this
all
asshole?
around. Tragic.
I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and
Turning my
nobody
lights
would try
down,
to
yo.
control us or
These
use
boys
us.
bright.
That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so f***ing simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the f***ing day.
Stop it!
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a f***ing burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Damn.
No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Vivian, I didn't mean it. I was just... Oh!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Telltale love they guts, huh?
Here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really up for me, alright? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
That's a fact.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends.
You gonna die regardless.
Just
I'ma
make
just
it
leave
quick.
you.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
Yep.
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
You piece of shit.
No, go ahead. That's the worst. See, I told you, like, it's like in the moment. What's the worst situation for him, right? Because he's dying regardless, right? So that's the worst. Somebody who's begging you or wanting you to kill them, you don't kill them and you let them suffer. Yep. The doorknob, he broke the door handle, but it popped back in place like it wasn't broke. Like your whole springs are gone. That's something out.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Bloody Mary, get out of here. Stop playing games. So I can get you up out of here.
You used to be something.
Yeah, Dave. Pretty much, yeah.
They used to fear you.
Oh, they still do.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Silver bullets.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Oh, don't worry.
Get out of my way.
She definitely not about to find you.
Make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
Okay, I'm hitting the button and she's still hitting. Come on now. Be for real. Of course, she disappearing. I definitely pressed the button. My finger really never left it, honestly. And that came so fast, y'all. Like, it's so crazy. Like, that was like literally a microsecond. Like, who can react that quickly?
Where are you?
Like, I hit those three, but
come out and
still.
face me.
Whoa, wrong button. Shee! Been hitting W this whole time. They messed me up with that one. Really wish I could have played this on my controller. But I guess I gotta get used to keyboard and mouse some way, right? Oh, there's multiple of them. Okay. I thought I hit that one. That's my fault. Yikes. Jesus Christ. There's so many of her. Jesus Christ. Get off of me. I was about to say I definitely hit that one. Like, let's stop playing. Oh damn, we transformed again. Okay. All right, Bigsby. Damn. Damn. Woo. Okay. That one's running away, so maybe that's the real one. Oh, he must about to do his roar or his puff. There it is. There it is. Where you running off to, Miss Ma'ams? My game lagged right there. Wow. Got her. All right, Bigsby. He got 2 transformations. His human self, then he got his, I guess his hybrid form, human / wolf, and then he got the full wolf. Okay. All right, now it's time to go after Mr. Crooked Man. Yup. Facts.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds. I won't miss next time.
I mean, it's
Before
worth
you
a
do
try,
anything
right?
with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's
She
what
does.
I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
I don't think that's the case.
Don't worry about that. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
But you gave the order to.
You know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We'd both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot
he
you
lying.
have to
His
answer
eyes
for.
shifting all over the place.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work. What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing. And what would Miss White think? You show up with nothing but a corpse. No answers, no proof. You'll never know the truth.
I'm gonna bring him to Snow.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of...
That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Not to press that kill him now was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, because I'm thinking that because he got all of these connections and all of these connects, I feel like he gonna get this fair trial, but he gonna have people working for him. So I feel like he gonna get off. That's why last gameplay at the end when I was talking about it, I felt like I should kill him, but we'll bring him back to Snow since that's what she wants.
But we have to do something.
Are you kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Mother...
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
That's a fact.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
I didn't kill him. It took every fiber in my being, Snow. I promise you that.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You killed Lily!
Where the do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a crook!
You should be safe. Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith and...
already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What?
It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end,
Facts.
There was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead?
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything
This man
you would
sees
like to
things
say?
completely different. He went willingly.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the f does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You can leave, Holly.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you
jeez.
gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This is
bullshit for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Give me a break. You're so full of
Well, I thought we could discuss this like civilized people, but apparently
For
that isn't going
sake.
to happen.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to
He be
protect
always
me,
trying to
as I
point out
protected them.
the
You understand
the
wanting
the
to
good
protect
stuff
what you
that
care
I
about,
always
don't
want to
you?
leave out.
You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me
Facts.
explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all in line.
You forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really?
Facts.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job.
Facts!
She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to f you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
That's a fact.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Look at him. Sick! Look at him. He had this whole thing manipulated.
Very good. Very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Why don't they...
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie killed them.
Let me just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
For sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They
hardly...
were there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point. We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
The laws apply when we need them.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been...
This is why I wanted to kill him on sight.
We
wouldn't have to be dealing with this right now if I did.
While they idly played in their towers, judging you.
But this would snow
treating
on
you
it,
as
so...
mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Look at him.
We found
Sick.
our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to
Ain't that
repay
what you was
all
doing,
I've
buddy?
done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more if he isn't stopped.
I don't
get
get
Get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Rip his head off.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
get rid of him.
Not this way.
Whoa! Whoa!
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This
Facts.
isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right.
It's
Do it.
it's like this whole this whole game is just throwing me because people literally be doing stuff and when I react they always act as, oh, there you are. Nigga, you literally grabbed me and was choking me, trying to drag me to the wishing well. And when I punch you, you talk about, oh, there you are. Of course, what are we talking about? You, like, what? Like, and it's been like that the entire game to where I'm literally trying to be as peaceful as possible, and these people keep time and time again playing, and I finally react, and people are like, oh, y'all pushing my damn buttons.
He's got a sharp tongue.
What's he talking about?
It'd be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
That man looked at me so disgustedly.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Don't wink at me, buddy. I will kick you through a wall. They gonna really show this pig strutting his ass away. Like, I don't want to see that. I hear music and stuff still. The loading symbol has stopped. Okay, there it is. I'm like, okay. Thought it froze again. Are they going back to the farm?
I'm going. Jesus.
And after I tried to help you, you still not in a glamour, Toad.
sake, I don't give a You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice
You mad at me?
day.
I didn't do nothing to you.
Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this.
Bigfoot TJ.
Tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh?
Because you're not glamorous.
Me, I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ. But
Yo, Dad, TJ had 5 chapters to get in glamour. And he didn't. Hey, it's out of my hands now.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday scene. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's a pig? How should I know?
He mad. But bro, you literally had 5 chapters to get in glamour. Literally. From the very first chapter, you was the first character we saw. We told you to get in glamour. 4 chapters later, 5 chapters later, you still not in glamour. This is on you.
Oh.
Take some accountability.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Why would I remove her ribbon for her?
I came here because I have to tell you
That's something she has to do when she's ready and on her own time.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Whoa, 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 whoa. My bad, y'all. My bad. I clicked on my other screen there and forgot that it was going to do that.
Stupid.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
Stop beating around bushes.
Okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Very dumb. But
Georgie
I mean, in
promised
her
he'd smooth
mind,
things
in
over
her
the
head,
Crooked
that's...
Man. But then... Oh, God.
If she noticed it, why she jerk her arm away?
But that night at
and
the
then
club,
smile afterwards.
Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out.
We still know the crooked man behind all this other stuff, so whatever.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days. Look, Bigby.
I don't understand why they give 3 horrible selections and expect me to pick one.
Maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did that. You've been given this job for a reason.
Audio just cut off.
At your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Same lines Lily said to us.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
No, Faith, my bad.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
All right. Wow. All right. Let's see. What did you do to Georgie? You and 31% of players left Georgie to die, so the rest of y'all like killed him? Okay. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? You and 89% of players brought the Crooked Man back alive. How did you punish the Crooked Man? You and 47% of players chose to imprison him. Did you accept TJ's gift? 98.5%. So that 1.5% had to have been people who like walked away or something, because I couldn't imagine you saying like actually clicking no. What were your last words to Narissa? You and 54% of players said I hope I've done some good here. All right, y'all, that's the end. Wait, oh, let's see. Special stats. You lied to him about Beast. You beat him while he was down. Okay, these are just ones that we did over the course of the game. Okay. All right. Okay. Nothing too crazy, but yes, that's the end. That's the conclusion of chapter 5, and that's the conclusion of The Wolf Among Us. I hope that you guys enjoyed this series. This one was fun. It was fun. It was shorter. Each episode was a little bit over an hour long, so it's complete 180 from The Walking Dead, where each episode was, for the first and last season, they were over 2 hours, like 2.5+ hours each. And then seasons 2 and 3, they were a little bit shorter, but they still were hour 45 minutes, 2 hours. So still very long. These ones, it was nice to be able to go through these at a faster pace. I did kind of feel like there was some stuff that was rushing from the end of chapter 4 into the beginning of chapter 5, but Telltale found a way to blend it together to slow up the pace and still make it feel, because how the chapter was going at the start, I felt like we weren't going to get a satisfying or a fulfilling conclusion, but they were able to somewhere in there like flip it to where it like kind of slowed down some, and we were able to get what it was that we needed, right? See the different people, see how they react, get true justice and stuff like that, and then find out some additional stuff towards the end there. So I like that they were able to like kind of slow the pace down some and then bring it back into a more realistic speed so that we can digest it a lot better. So that was good. But yeah, I enjoyed the series overall. Obviously it's not The Walking Dead. That's still that's still my favorite. But hey, I'm here. We still jumping down the hole of decision-based games and all of that. There's so many decision-based games out there still that I have yet to play, and I'm still discovering more and more each time I look up to form the new list for the next one that y'all want me to play. So we still got a lot, so we'll see. Right now The Walking Dead is up here. We gonna see if there's gonna be something that can overtake that with these series. But yes, I did still enjoy this one, and I'm excited. I'm glad that we got this one done, and I'm glad that you guys voted for this one so that we can have it out the way, so that when the Wolf Among Us 2 comes out, which is supposed to come out this year, once that comes out, we can hit the ground running and be 100% ready for that. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. As always, now that this one is completed, I'm gonna pull up a poll, and once this video premieres, put up a poll for the next one. Y'all vote as always which one y'all want to see next, and then we'll start that one up as always, right? So yes, y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, bell, comment the type of content you would like to see, and as always, if there's ladies and gentlemen, until next time.